I'm Jonas.
And I'm Lewis.
And welcome to JL Pokémon.
And welcome to another episode of Cards of the Week. This week I'm going to be discussing Slowpoke, Slowbro, and SlowKing.
Yep.
Not necessarily Slowpoke, but Slowbro and SlowKing, because they are very cool cards, and they do have some new Galarian forms that came out in Sword and Shield. So what Pokemon do you have?
I have the stupid, the little, the puny Magikarp.
Yes, very awesome.
Yep.
So before we get into our cards, make sure to like, comment, subscribe,
Ring the bell.
do all that, ring the bell.
Ding-a-ling-a-long, ling-a-long-a-ling-a-longa.
And also, make sure to follow our Twitter at
JL_PKMN.
That is right. And so make sure to check that out for behind the scenes stuff. I know that we now have these epic sound panels that we
You'll see them
post.
on our. You'll see us making them on Twitter.
On Twitter. So make sure to check out our Twitter for that. And before we get into them, we also have the JL Pokémon annual. Not really annual.
Yeah, not really annual.
Weekly coin flip to see who goes first. So I'm Jonas is heads. I'm tails. Let's see who wins.
And dang!
It is tails. It is tails, everyone. I hope you realize that we're not cheating. So
we are not cheating.
It is tails. So how about we get right into my card first? Catch you guys in a second. Alright guys, let's talk about Slowpoke, SlowKing, and Slowbro.
The slow line.
The slow guys. So, Slowpoke and Slowbro, since SlowKing did come out in the Neo era in Gen 2, Slowpoke and Slowbro came out in Fossil, and they were pretty unnotable, although the Slowpoke from Fossil was a pretty cool card. It allowed you to it was a tech in a different like licky ton decks, and it was a pretty cool card. But sadly the Slowbro was not a very cool card to go along with it. So the next one is SlowKing, which came out in Neo Genesis, the first SlowKing, and this one was absolutely broken. It was on a coin flip. So basically, when your opponent laid a trainer card from your hand, you flipped the coin. Your opponent flipped the coin. If it was tails, the trainer card did nothing, and you put it on top of your deck. Can you imagine how extremely broken that was? And you know why it was so broken? Because of a translation error from Japan. It was in Japan, it was only if you're in the active, but it got mistranslated so that you could use it on the bench in English. So it was absolutely broken in the English format, not the Japanese format. And I'm pretty sure it might have led to a ban or just a fix of the card print. So that was very cool. So the next card I want to talk about is the SlowKing from Call of Legends, which had a second sight Pokemon power, which reads, once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of either player's deck and put them back in any order. So this was very cool, and it was used in stuff like in Mega Prime decks, just to try to slow your opponent down and make it so that your opponent just can't really just get the cards they need. It would be really good in today's format because it's basically a Chip Ice Axe, which is very, very cool. So the next card I want to talk about, and also, I almost forgot about SlowKing Prime that came out in the Heart Gold Soul Silver era. I do not have the card, and I didn't make any notes about what it says, but it is right here if you guys want to read it.
There.
Take a pause from the video if you want to read it. So it's still an ultra rare. It's still got the shiny silver star down in the corner, so I just wanted to let that be known and all that. Oh, I also forgot to mention that there was a very cool Dark SlowKing from EX Team Rocket Returns, which is a very cool looking card. And once again, it will probably be shown right here. It is a very awesome looking card, and I just thought the artwork was cool. So, on to the next Pokemon. And that was the SlowKing from Breakpoint, which allowed you, on a coin flip, to move your opponent's energy around their field. So you could pile it up on like a Shaman or something, because back then Shaman was used a lot because it was the XY format. So you could pile it up on a Shaman or something, and Shaman is a pretty garbage Pokemon. It does like 30 damage, 50 damage or something. So that would be a very useful thing to move around your energy and stuff to try to slow down your opponent once again. So, and then later on in Evolutions, now we're getting back into another Slowbro, is you had Slowbro EX and Slowbro Mega Slowbro EX.
I feel like they made more Slowbros than SlowKings.
No, it was pretty equal actually. And so Slowbro, it was more damage on a coin flip. I think SlowKing does more stuff neutrally on a coin flip, but Slowbro does damage on a coin flip, which is very cool gimmick about the two cards and how they're the opposites of each other. So that's very, very cool. And that came out in the Evolution set, so that was very awesome. Pretty sought after set. So the next card is the SlowKing from Lost Thunder, which allows you to put a card from your opponent's hand in the Lost Zone, which was very cool. It was seen in a few...
I didn't even know the Lost Zone existed back then.
Yeah, it was Lost Thunder.
Yeah. Oh wait, sorry.
When it came back. And so that was pretty cool, and it was seen a lot of, a few Pidgeotto control decks, which was very cool, and Pidgeotto just allowed you to look at the top two cards of your deck, put one into your hand, put the other one at the bottom of your deck. So it was just a way for you to get cards, try to stop your opponent from doing stuff. It was a really cool, interesting deck, and I'm glad SlowKing got to see a little bit of love in there. The next card I'm going to talk about is the Galarian Slowbro V, which I have right here from Darkness Ablaze, which has an ability that reads, once in your turn, if this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned, which is very cool.
You also forgot you had these. We have two more here.
I just have some regular rares. Yep, some regular rare versions. Oh, this one's an uncommon of SlowKing and Slowbro right there. This SlowKing is actually pretty interesting. Maybe I should probably talk about it. It allows you to search your deck for a card, which is very cool. And if you have no cards in your hand, you can attack. You can do 110 damage for free, which is very cool and very awesome. So, continuing to talk about Galarian Slowbro V. It was played a lot in Eternatus VMAX decks with Toxicroak, which allows you to do more damage on poison, so instead of doing 270, you could possibly go upwards into the 300 damage mark, which was very cool. So finally, well, not quite finally, actually, you had the Galarian Slowbro, which was the first I think it was only printed as V, the non-V Galarian Slowbro from Battle Styles, which I used in my pre-release kit deck. So make sure to check out our pre-release video where we I did play with that card. So that is very cool. Finally, the last card I'm going to talk about is the new Galarian SlowKing VMAX.
Didn't even know that existed.
From Matchless Fighters, the Japanese set. So,
what?
I thought it was pretty cool. And what it does, I was thinking about this actually, about a cool way that you can play this card. What it does is that it does 120 damage on a poison. So when you attack, you're doing poison damage, 120 damage per turn.
Per turn.
In between turns, yeah. So I was thinking, if you were running that with things like
Galarian Weezing.
Not Galarian Weezing.
No, not Galarian.
Toxicroak.
Yeah.
Where you were doing more damage.
Gosh.
So that would bring, I think you do 10 plus. Oh no, 10 damage, and then 120 on the poison damage. So then that could bring you up to
160.
150. Bring it up again to because it adds 20 more damage. 150, then 170. 170, you're knocking out a Dedenne. And then another Toxicroak, would bring that up to 200, I believe. Yeah, 200. And then that would be knocking out stuff like very low HP Vs and Crobat V. So that was very awesome.
Not quite knocking out its brother, Galarian Slowbro.
Yeah, but then you'd also be, if you're doing 170 and your opponent passes, or if your opponent just can't get a Eternatus out of the active, that's it. You're two-shotting Eternatus, which is very, very cool. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for SlowKing and Slowbro. Overall, they were pretty cool cards, and they had a lot of cool and different gimmicks. How about we move on to Magikarp with Jonas? Catch you guys in a second.
Alright guys, let's talk about Magikarp and why I chose it for this week's card of the week. Now, the first Magikarp, of course, made its debut in the...
Base set! It was from base set.
Did you have to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so what it had 30 HP, had 2 attacks.
Actually, I don't think Magikarp I don't think any card can go below 30 HP. Because even stuff like Lily's Pokeball and Robo Substitute have 30 HP. So I don't think I don't think it's ever been a Pokemon that's been less than 30 HP. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Correct us if we're wrong. So the base set Magikarp had 2 attacks, Tackle and Flail. One was a colorless energy, and it just did 10 damage. Tackle, of course, the regular Tackle. The other one was Flail. 1 water energy, 10 times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. So the max you can get is 20. Very proud of you, Magikarp.
Now,
So-
okay, the next Magikarp, I noticed this while I was looking through them.
Yeah.
You have Magikarp from Generations,
Yep.
a promo Magikarp, and
Yep.
where is it? There it is. The Magikarp from looks to be Ancient Origins. Yep.
I never knew this, but
They
like,
all do the same thing. So the Generations
old cards,
Magikarp.
like old cards, like in Generations and stuff, they purposely made it look dirty.
No, that's Heart Gold Soul Silver.
That's Heart Gold Soul Silver. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, they purposely made it dirty. Yep.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
But continuing on what I was saying,
Yep.
the Generations Magikarp and the Ancient Origins Magikarp and the Shiny Promo Magikarp all did the exact same thing.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Do we have the shiny promo here? Yep, we do. They all do the same. And so I think next we're going to talk about the Magikarp from Ancient Origins. Now, which one is that, Liz? So it has, again, 30 HP. This time, the biggest attack. Epic Splash. What it does 30 damage, flip 2 coins. If either of them is tails, this attack does nothing. So you could just be wasting a turn.
Weak.
Weak. The next Magikarp I'm going to talk about is the one from Generations. Now, which one is that, Lewis?
Does the exact same thing as the Ancient Origins.
Does the exact same thing. Also, they have a weakness of lightning and a retreat cost of 1.
Every single one, by the way.
Yep. The next one I think I'm going to talk about is the one from whatever set this is.
Legendary Treasures.
Legendary Treasures. It's the same as everything else, but the attack is different. For 1 colorless energy, 10 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 10 damage to itself.
There's where you got that attack.
That's where I got that attack from. Anyways, that is super garbage. Really trash.
Alright, let's get into the final Pokemon. Magikarp and Wailord.
Also, we have a lot more to go because we have this
There's
one.
a lot of other ones that do absolutely nothing.
Yep, those
So
will be
let's-
flying through the screen.
Let's get
right
into
here.
Magikarp and Wailord GX. For 5 energy,
The biggest.
it did 180 damage. And also, I forgot to mention that it was the first card to ever reach 300 HP. So that was cool. 4 VMAXs. Magikarp and Wailord.
What's
was the
really
first
weird is that the
card.
Wailord V has 280.
Yeah, but
That's more than the Pika ROM and
it's
stuff.
because of cards.
It's massive.
That's just how they are now. And it also has a GX attack called Towering Splash, which
10 damage.
which allows you, if you have 5 more, 7 extra water energy on him, you can do 100 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that's very cool. That would bring your Super Splash up to 280. So that's enough to knock out ADP and a ton of different tag teams. So that's very cool. It's not knocking out itself though. It had a weakness to Grass and 4 retreat costs. I'm pretty sure that's the max retreat cost as well.
Maybe it's 5, I don't know. But if you add on a bunch of add-ons, it can get to like 7 or 8. Yeah, that's true. Although you could scooch it over and then add one more, but yeah. I think this time I'm actually going to talk about one of these spare ones. I'm going to talk about the one from Tag Team. Again, same thing.
Team up.
Yeah, tag team. Where did I get tag team from? Anyways, the attack is Enter the Dragon. For 1 water energy, flip a coin. If heads, put a card that evolves from this Pokemon from your discard pile onto this Pokemon.
Yeah, that's cool. You could evolve
That is okay.
into Gyarados from the discard pile.
Now the next one is Dragon Majesty's Magikarp. Again, 30 HP, 2 retreat, 1 retreat cost, lightning. But this time the attack is Water Splash for 1 water energy. This is flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 more damage and is 10 plus.
10 damage. 10 damage.
Big numbers. We're getting into the big numbers now. Now the next one is from whatever set that is. What set is that there?
Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu. Now,
And all it does is it makes it so that you heal 10 damage. That's it. For one water.
Great
same
job.
HP, same weakness.
oh, the next one is from Hidden Fates.
10 damage. 1 energy.
Splash.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it to talk about with Magikarp.
We have the best one I think ever.
Okay, never mind.
The Magikarp from whatever set that is.
That's Crimson Invasion.
Crimson Invasion. The ability is why people used it. It's because as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks both yours and your opponent's.
While it was in rotation, it was the go-to Magikarp.
Next, the attack is 1 water. and 2 colorless. So water and a DC. I just
It
whacked the
allows you to
table.
search your deck for a card that evolves from Magikarp and put it onto Magikarp. And then shuffle your
Then shuffle your deck. You can't forget to shuffle your deck.
And then the last one that we have is the Burning Shadows one. It does 10 damage for 1 energy, and it makes it so on a coin flip you can prevent all attack.
Oh, we got one more.
All effects of attacks. Oh,
We have
one more from
one
Rebel
from
Clash.
Lost Thunder.
Rebel Clash.
Rebel Clash. Again, everything is before, except the attack is leap out, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon.
And its artwork is a reference to the jump Magikarp jump game on your phone.
I used to play that.
That's pretty cool. Also, guys, we forgot to mention that the only purpose of Magikarp really is to evolve into Gyarados. So, if you're gonna play Magikarp in a deck, it's so that you can evolve into Gyarados. So that's pretty much the only reason you would ever have.
Is there a Gyarados tag team?
Nope. There's a Gyarados GX though.
They should make a Gyarados tag team.
So how about we get right into the outro of this
Even
video?
though tag team's already gone.
Catch you guys in a second.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We 100% enjoyed making it, so we hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell.
Ring the bell! Ding ding ding. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter
at JL
_PKMN to get behind the scenes stuff and all that. So that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to give us a like and drop a comment if you like.
If you want to.
Yep. And then we will catch you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to check out this week's opening.
And last week's opening.
And what last week's opening.
And next week's card of the week. And weeks before card of the week.
Make sure to check out all of our videos because we put a lot of effort into these and we make some pretty awesome content. So
also, guys, thank you so much for 40 subscribers.
Yes, we have officially made it to 40 subscribers.
We are very happy about that.
Yes, we are. So thank you guys so much for that. And we will catch you guys in the next one. See you later.
Bye-bye.